Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Only 25 participants today. Please, all of you join as soon as possible. Okay. Previous class, we discussed symmetric key distribution using symmetric encryption. Okay, one more thing I want to share. Okay, for all of you, slide is visible, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Slide is my voice is audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I will mute again. Okay. As are now 34 participants. Okay, it's okay. I will start now. Suppose if session is out again, please all of you join once again. Now, in previous class, we discussed symmetric key distribution using symmetric encryption, right? Okay. So main objective here it is what two entities they're going to share same secret key, that is what for both encryption as well as for decryption. Okay, here main principle is what they're going to change the keys frequently. Why we need to change the keys frequently means, suppose if they are using the same key for longer time, then attackers they're going to easily they can access for that key. If they got access with respect to that key means they can get the information, right? Then that's why how we going to exchange that secret key. Okay, so here previous class I explained that is what key distribution center. Okay, by using KDC, how we going to distribute the what session key, how are we going to distribute the session key between A as well as B, right? Okay, so quick recap with respect to KDC. In earlier classes what I explained, that is what key distribution scenario. Suppose here initiator A, okay, if he want to set up a communication between A, first what he will do means he going to send request to the key distribution center, right? Okay, here third party, okay, third party KDC, it going to distribute both session key as well as master key. Okay, so already I explained master key, what do you mean by master key and what do you mean by secret key in previous class. Okay, so master key of with respect to, because master key is used for encrypting the session key. Why we need session key means what session key is used for sending the data between to exchange the data between the two nodes. Okay, master key is used for encrypting the session key and session key is used for exchanging the data, right? So first if A wants to communicate with B, okay, so first what A will do means he going to send the request to the key distribution center. Okay, with respect to key distribution center, it is having all the master key, all the node master keys, having all the node master keys, having this what key distribution center. Okay, key distribution center having initiator A master key also, responder B master key also. How many nodes are there in the network? Okay, totally with respect to all the nodes, okay, there is the master keys, all the master keys are available with respect to KDC. Okay, first A initiator A wants to set up a communication with respect to B, so that what A will do, first he going to send the request to the key distribution center. Okay, in that key distribution center, it means what, in that request what are all the informations are there means identifier of A, that is what ID, and that is nothing but what maybe it may be IP address, right? And also identifier of B and also the N1. Okay, for this request this is the number N1. It is nothing but what nonce, that is what number used only once, right? Okay, it may be timestamp, it may be counter, it may be anything, right? Okay, that is what only one number, that it may be any random number. Okay, only one random number we're going to use. Okay, that is with respect to KDC based on that request. Okay, based on the request from the initiator A. Okay, for that request, what KDC will do, because KDC having the master key with respect to A and also master key with respect to B. Okay, both the master keys are available with respect to KDC. Okay, for whatever the information received by the KDC, for that all the information is going to be encrypted using the master key of A, that is what KA. Okay, K is nothing but what? Master key of A. Here IDA, identifier of A, IDB, identifier of B, and N1, that is one number used only once for this connection. Okay, so KDC is going to encrypt this message using the master key of A, and also because this KDC is going to share a session key, that is what KS. This session key is used to set up a communication between A as well as what B. Okay, that's why what KDC will do means it's going to share a session key. All these information is going to be encrypted by using the master key of what? A, right? And also it will share another information, that is what? Okay, because it want to set up a communication with B. Okay, so it will encrypt, it will share the session key, because this is the session key going to be shared with respect to the initiator A, and this is the session key it is required for the responder B, and it will also give the information what about session key as well as what? IDA, that is what? Identifier of A, by using the master key of B. And this connection, this is what? This is the what message, this is the request, it going to be sent from A to B, and it will be used it later. Okay, this information also shared by KDC. Here all the activities, both session key encryption and also master key, everything it will do by what? KDC. Okay, now first it going to encrypt all the messages with respect to this one by using the master key of A and also master key of B, and it going to send that request, send that response to the initiator A. What initiator A will do? Okay, it going to decrypt the message, because already because master key is also available, right? Master key of A, it is there with respect to here and also here. It's going to decrypt by using the master key, and this information it will get, this information will get by the initiator A. Now what all the information it is there now? Here only encrypted messages are there. Okay, but initiator, hey, he don't know about what information it is there, because this is what in the encrypted format it is shared by the KDC. Now again, what initiator A will do, it going to establish a connection, it going to establish a connection with respect to it going to send the request to the responder B, right? Okay, now it is in the encrypted format. KB, it is nothing but what? Master key of B. Okay, this information is encrypted by using master key of B. It is done by KDC, not by initiator A. Please remember this one. Okay, this is the information shared by KDC, not by initiator. Only it is using this what a request here. Okay, whatever the KDC sent. Now what responder will do, he going to get the session key as well as with respect to who sent that request, that is what? Identifier of A. Means what? With respect to that A node, I want to establish the connection, he going to treat like that. Who? That is what? Responder B. Then what he will do means, okay, now he going to decrypt this information by using the master key of B, because master key it is available, master key of B, it is a master key of B, I say it is available here, responder B, and it is also there with about key distribution center. Okay, now what it will do, okay, it going to generate a nonce number, that is what? A N2. Okay, with respect to the initiator A. So it will send the nonce information, that is what? N2. Yes, I am okay. okay. If if responder is okay to set up the communication with respect to A, it's going to generate the nonce number, and it's going to be encrypt by using the session key. That is what session key shared by KDC. Now initiator A is going to receive that request. After A receives that request, then by using that session key, previous session key, same message for the previous nonce number, okay, it's going to take input to this function. It's going to generate the another number, that is what f of n2. Okay, f of n2 is what function. Okay, it's going to take input as nonce number n2, and it's going to get the some number, and it's going to be uh, encrypt by using the same session key, and send to the responder B. So likewise connection is set up between initiator A as well as what responder B. See here, automatically distribution of session keys. Okay, automatically distribution of session keys by using the master key shared by KDC. Okay, this is what we learned in the previous class. So this is what KDC we learned. This is very important for exam. In exam they will ask this question. Okay, so manual distribution of master keys, manual distribution of master keys with KDC, and automatic distribution of session keys we learned till now. Okay, now in this class we going to learn decentralized key distribution. Okay, here there is no third party. That is what KDC. Here KDC, it is managing all the master keys and all the session keys for encryption and decryption. But here there is no concept of what KDC. There is no concept of KDC at all. But manual distribution of master key, it is known by everyone. Okay, that is what only one master key it is going to be used with respect to all the nodes. With respect to that key, you're going to distribute the session key. We will discuss this one in this class, right? Then next, this is also we learned in previous class. What's the use of master key? Master key is used to securely exchange the session key. Master keys are required to exchange the session key between A as well as B, right? And why we need a session key? Session key is required for exchanging the data. Please don't get confusion. Okay, only master key is used for encrypting the means what, exchanging the session keys between A and B. Session key is used to securely exchange the data between A and B. Okay, now next thing is what, change the session keys automatically and regularly. Okay, next, why this point, why we need to change the session keys? Because if you are using a same session key for longer time, what will happen? So attacker, he going to trace that session key, then he can get the information. That's why often and often we need to change the session key. Suppose if you are transferring the large amount of data at a time, we need to change the session key often and often. But we need not to change the master key. Only we going to change the master key in rarely. But the master key, it going to be distributed manually. Means what, already every node it going to use the what, same master key. Okay, master key it won't change, but you can change the master key rarely, right? Next, what's the session key lifetime? Okay, already this one also we discussed in previous class. Okay, shorter lifetime is more secure than the longer lifetime. If the session is too smaller, then it is more secure compared to the longer lifetime. Because but here only one disadvantage is there, that is what, it increases overhead of exchanges. Means what, for every connection, for each and every connection we need what, again and again we need what, session key, right? Okay, for one connection we need one session key, for one more connection we need another session key, for one more session we need another session key. Likewise, too many session keys are there. That is the disadvantage. But what connection is what, more secure because of shorter lifetime. Okay, then next, that's why we classified into connection oriented and connectionless protocol. With respect to connection oriented protocol, because this is what, since connection oriented protocol, this is more secure. Only one session key is enough throughout the communication. Okay, for each and every connection we going to use the session key, new session key for each. For one connection it is set up, one session key is enough. But with respect to connectionless protocol, that is with respect to UDP or IP, okay, we going to change the session key, change after fixed period or certain number number of packet, or after certain number of packets sent, we're going to change the session key. Okay, that is with respect to connection oriented. Okay, connection less. This is what difference between connection oriented and connection less. Okay, session key only once it is required for connection oriented, but we need to change often and often with respect to connection less protocol, and we use some notations here. Okay, so we also use some these notations in KDC, and also we going to use these notations for decentralized whatever the thing I said, right? And that one I am going to explain later. These notations we require, but that is what end system. Okay, end system, that is what A and B. Here end systems are there, that is what A and B. Suppose if the A and B wants to set up a communication, okay, that's what it's going to be identify IDA as well as IDB. It may be the IP address with respect to A, and IP address with respect to B, and master key between A and B. Okay, only if you are using only one master key, that is what a KM is going to use. KM, it is the master key with respect to A as well as what master key. Suppose if you want to use the two master keys with respect to A and B, same as with respect to KDC used two master keys, right? That is what KA and KB. Okay, session key between the A and B. For one time connection, you're going to use the session key, that is what for KS. And then next thing is what nonce value, that is what nonce is nothing but what number used only once. Okay, number used, that is what random number. It may be timestamp, it is with respect to system time, or it may be any counter, it start from 0 1 2 3 like that. Then next thing is what n2. Then next that is what timestamp, counter, random value, and function also it going to generate the random numbers. Okay, must be different for each and every request. Okay, whatever the nonce value you are going to generate, it must be different for each and every request. Must be by using the nonce number, by using the nonce number, it must be difficult for attacker to guess, right? Okay, then next thing. Okay, this is what I'm going to explain in today's class, that is what a decentralized key distribution. Okay, decentralized key distribution. With respect to decentralized key distribution, each end system must manually exchange n-1 master keys with others. Okay, I will tell you this one in next slide. Here, this decentralized key distribution, it does not rely on the trusted third party as same as KDC. Okay, previously we relied on the trusted third party, that is what KDC, but here we need not to rely on the trusted third party, because here with respect to initiator A and responder B, there is no third party. Okay, see here in this one. Okay, you assume there's only one master key with respect to initiator A as well as with responder B. Suppose if A wants to set up a communication with respect to B, okay, so already master key it is there, that is with respect to what KM it is there available with respect to initiator A, and KM it is there with respect to responder B. First, if A wants to set up a communication with responder B, first it going to send a request message to the responder B. That request message contains what means identifier of A, that is nothing but what IP address. It may be any IP address of A, and also nonce number, and that is what number used only on. Sir, why we need nonce number every time? I will tell you what's the advantage of using nonce number in upcoming slides. Okay, whenever I am going to tell the drawback at the time, I will use this. What is the advantage of this nonce number? Okay, it is having more advantage. That is what nonce number. First, you assume a nonce number it is generated is what 51683. Okay, next what responder will do? First, it going to receive the request sent by the initiator A. Okay, for that request, it going to analyze who sent that request by using the identifier A. It going to check, it going to analyze as this request comes from the initiator A, and also it going to receive the nonce number n1, right? Okay, then what responder will do? Okay, based on this request, it going to generate a session key. That is, suppose if B is interested, okay, suppose if B is interested to communicate with respect to A, then B, it going to generate the session key, otherwise it won't generate the session key. Okay, first it going to generate a session key with respect to the this particular message. It going to generate the ks, it going to generate the session key ks. Then what it will do, it going to send the response message to the initiator A. Suppose if he is interested to communicate with respect to initiator A, he going to send the response. What are all the things are there in that response message? Okay, please see here, whatever the information, suppose if he is okay, agree to communicate with respect to initiator A, he going to encrypt that message using the master key, that is what km. Okay, you're going to encrypt all the information using the master key, that is what k, by using the km. Then next thing is what, okay, in this message, in this response message, it is containing identifier of A as well as what, identifier of B. Identifier of A with respect to this one, and identifier of B as with respect to this one. Because this is sending response, right? That's why identifier of B. And also session key, it is also there. And also with respect to this one, previous nonce number, by using previous nonce number, this one, it going to take the input to this function, it going to generate the another nonce number, that is what 51684. This plus one, it is added here, 51684. Then another thing is what, separate nonce number, this for this response, it going to generate the another nonce number, is what, n2. That n2, it is nothing but what, you assume 18603. Okay, so what responder will do, going to encrypt all the messages using the km. Once again, see here, whatever the request received by the initial request received by this responder B, okay, based on this request, it going to generate the session key. And for this session key, it going to attach identifier of A, identifier of B, and also function of n1. Means what, previous n1 it going to take in as input, and it going to generate the another number 51684. And also n2, n2 is what, for this response, it going to generate the number, that is what, 18603, 18603. And this one, it going to be sent to the initiator A, this one using what, master key of km. Then what initiator A will do, means suppose because now he going to decrypt that information using the master key, he going to decrypt that particular information using the master key. Then he will get the what, session key sent by the responder B, because session key it is there, right? Okay, based on the previous nonce number, that is what, n2, it going to take input to here. Okay, it's going to generate, that is what, plus 1, 18604. Okay, now it going to send the it going to send s, if it is okay, it going to send the message to here. Then both will exchange the data by using what, session key. Okay, that's why it going to send this information using the ks, that is what uh, this is the information sent by using by encrypting the with session key. Yes, then responder B, it going to send as A is also agreed, B is also agreed. Then they both, they can get they can exchange the data, right? Okay, so here you assume, suppose in this network 1,000 user, and in exam they will ask how many master keys and how many session keys. Okay, how many master keys with respect to 1,000 means, okay, so what's the formula, means what, n into n minus 1 by 2, that is what, 1000 into, okay, 1000 into triple nine, thousand into triple nine by 2, that is what, 499,500. That is what, with respect to manual master keys distribution. What automatical distribution, because each and every session, that many number of session keys are required, that is what, automatically this number of session keys are there. Okay, please remember these formulas with respect to master key as well as what, session key. Okay, next, don't worry, I will share entire notes with respect to this unit. I already notes it is there. I will share after completion of this unit. Okay, this unit is very easy to score. Okay, please read all the topics. Only if you know this diagram, you can score you can explain easily. Okay, but in exam they will mainly they're going to see what are all the things are there. Please see this haro marks and all the informations. If you write this one clearly in exam, you will get full marks. Okay, then next thing. Okay, till now only we discussed what symmetric key distribution using symmetric encryption, both with respect to decentralized key distribution and also with respect to KDC. Now next topic, that is what a symmetric key distribution using asymmetric encryption. Okay, so what that here also we're going to distribute the symmetric key by using what asymmetric encryption. Okay, here we're going to use the combination of asymmetric as well as what symmetric. Sir, you can ask it out, right? Sir, what's the use of asymmetric encryption and what's the use of symmetric encryption? Okay, please remember. Okay, I also search in because of I read some papers. Okay, in some papers according to that results, what it is, the asymmetric encryption, it generally too slow for encrypting the large amount of data. Suppose if you want to encrypt the large amount of data, at that time we need not to prefer this asymmetric encryption, because asymmetric encryption, even it is more secure also, we won't prefer asymmetric encryption, because asymmetric encryption is generally too slow for encrypting the larger amount of data. So then how we going to secure our data? Means, okay, that's why here we're going to use the combination of, that is what symmetric key distribution use what asymmetric encryption for exchanging the session key, for exchanging up to exchanging of session keys, up to exchanging of session keys we're going to use the asymmetric encryption. Then for exchanging the data between A and B, okay, please listen carefully. For exchanging the data between A and B, we're going to use the symmetric encryption. For exchanging the keys, we're going to use the asymmetric encryption. Because of asymmetric encryption, it generally too slow for encrypting the large amount of data. Okay, common application here, it is what asymmetric encryption is for exchanging the secret keys. Only for exchanging the secret keys, only for exchanging the secret keys we need what asymmetric encryption. But for exchanging the data we're going to use the symmetric encryption technique. Then here three examples are there. Three examples we're going to learn in this topic. One is what simple secret key distribution, and another one is what secret key distribution with the confidentiality and authentication. Secret key distribution with confidentiality and authentication. And last one is what hybrid scheme, that is what public key distribution of KDC master key, right? Okay, this is what simple secret key distribution. Okay, this is what I am going to explain. Next topic, that is what simple key distribution. Okay, this is what has the name indicate, simple secret key. Here no prior keys to or after communication, but it's going to provide the confidentiality for session key. So how it going to provide the confidentiality for session key, I will tell you that thing. Okay, see here, this is the A and as well as B node. First here you know, right, there are two keys, that is with respect to asymmetric, public as well as what private key. Public key known to be everyone, private key only the particular user, he going to use that private key for encrypting as well as for decrypting purpose. Okay, please see here with respect to A. First what A will do, it go, if it want set up a communication with respect to B, first A, it will send a request to the B. In that request, what are all the informations are there? It is what public key. Okay, public key of A, public key of A, it is provided to the B, and also identifier of A. Okay, what B will after receiving that request, what B it going to do? Okay, B it going to analyze that request, it is coming from the identifier hey, because of this identifier. And also B knows the public key. Okay, based on the public key, first it going to generate what B, suppose if B is agreed for setting up the communication with respect to A, it's going to generate the session key. Whatever the session key is generated here, that session key is encrypted by using the public key of A. Okay, so whatever the session key is generated with respect to B, that session key is encrypted by using the public key of A, and it's going to be sent to the node A. Sir, what's the main disadvantage here? Okay, only confidentiality is provided, there is no authentication, because anyone can use the public key of A, right? Okay, anyone, one entity is going to be pretend like another entity. That is what same concept as what you learned in masquerade. Okay, so same thing, another node, another no, anyone can attacker, he going to use the public key, he going to say, yes, I am I am the I am the node A. Okay, he going to send the request to the B by pretending like the entity A. So this is the major drawback we're going to see, that is what man in the middle attacker. Okay, so here this is what man in the middle attacker. First, whatever the because A, it is having the public key of A as well as what private key of A, both are available with respect to that A. Okay, first if it wants to set up the communication with respect to B, first he will he will send public key of A as well as what identifier of A. Okay, identifier of A. Then next thing is what a high will do. Okay, after receiving that particular request, what high will do. Okay, he going to send the same identifier with respect to that particular node. That is what B. Okay, here he going to use the his own public key. That is what PUI. Okay, PUA, that is the what public key of A, and PUI, that is what public key of high. But since this one identifier, it is what A, it is pretending like the node A. So what B will do, it going to receive the request from the identifier. It going to receive the request from the what it going to receive the request from the it going to receive the request. After receiving the request, it going to generate the session key, same as previous. What we will do, after receiving the request, it going to generate the session key. Same thing here also, it going to generate the session key. Now what it will do means, okay, so it going to send the session key to the what man attacker. That is what but he don't know the I is what attacker. Okay, but because of this identifier of A, he going to treat this is what A. So he going to send the session key by encrypting by using the public key of I. Okay, he going to encrypt this session key by using the public key of I. Okay, so it's going to send the information. What I will do, attacker, he going to decrypt by using his own private key. Okay, by using the private key of I. Okay, this is what PUI, that is what just he sent the public key. Okay, less than 1 minute time is there. Please all of you join once again. I will give conclusion about this topic. Okay, so if session is out means please join once again. Okay, now what it will do, after receiving the request, after receiving the request from the B, after get back the response from B, what it will do means it's going to decrypt the session key by using the private key of I. Okay, now he will get the KS. Okay, now what he will do, man in the middle attack, first same session key is going to be transferred to the A. Just what, sir, what the thing here means, what only he going to see the information, only he will he won't modify anything, only he can see what it is,